I have no
Barely.
fucking. That dude is on something, bro. I swear to
Oh,
God.
Oh shit.
that's fun.
But yeah, so you know.
It's the dude that sometimes randomly bursts into
What?
my room and be like talking to me, and I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, no, okay, bye.
I thought you said he barks into your room. I was
Oh,
like,
he did it yesterday when we were on stream. We were playing Faz and he just popped in and they're talking and I'm sitting here like
hello.
trying to listen, but they're speaking a language I don't understand. So
Trying to listen.
I'm
Eavesdropping.
yeah, that's what I do. I like the tea. Come on, let me.
That's fair.
Anytime there's tea, I'm drinking it. Shit.
With
That's
sugar.
why. That's why nobody at my work trusts me because like I'll just walk up to them and I'm like, "Hey, so what about this?" And they're like, "You fucking heard that?" And I'm like, "Duh."
I'm listening to everything.
I'm a people watcher, and when I fucking have nothing to do, I'm sitting there watching literally everybody.
That's fair.
This is what I do.
I'm the same.
I enjoy the drama. Like there are so many people in my work that I can get fired because of the shit they're doing that they shouldn't be doing.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, go ahead, piss me off one day. Just make me that angry where I go to the boss and just spill the fucking beans. Because I will.
Don't spill the beans. They want them in Africa.
Jeez.
I shouldn't have laughed at that.
I know. God.
The Bender. Shut up, Bender. I mean, fuck.
It's not. That's not Bender.
Purple.
Wow, you hear that? You hear that, Bender?
I was looking at Bender's name. I don't want to fucking hear it, okay?
Wow.
No.
I don't want to hear it.
Please continue, Stonebender. Please continue.
Oh my god, it's 4 o'clock.
Wow.
It's 4:05 o'clock.
I think we
Poor
can.
Bender.
So let's see. What did we end stream at? When it crashed, it was like 3 hours.
3 hours 40 minutes or something.
So for another 4 hours on top of that, almost 8 hours right here. Not bad, not bad.
10.
Yeah, almost 10. It's almost 10 hours.
It is 10 hours. We started at 2 a.m. my time. It's now 12 o'clock.
That's fine.
Dang.
2 hours. 2 hours ago, you said it was getting late.
My old grandma brain is kicking in. Let me rephrase that. My old Mexican grandma brain is kicking in, where I say everybody's name but the person I'm thinking of.
Yes.
Remember Nana used to do that all the freaking time?
Yes.
Sell, EJ, this, that. Mike, God damn it, Mike, come here.
Yeah, yeah. I know I would always get yelled at for no reason. I'm like, why am I getting yelled at?
Yep.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah. I'm starting to do that like all the freaking time, and it's driving me nuts. I hate it. I know who you are. I know who I'm talking to. You might not know, but it's fucking there. I promise you, it's fucking there.
It's somewhere.
I just gotta dig in there a little bit deeper.
Just gotta let it buffer.
Keep in mind, I'm only 35. Like, my fucking brain is that shot. I'm only 35.
Shit.
It happens.
Imagine when he's 40.
Oh, God, don't even. I gotta have surgery before I'm 40. I just remembered that. Thank you, Bender.
For what?
God damn it, purple.
That's it. Hello?
That's another 5 years. Don't worry about it.
No, it's actually 4 because I gotta do it before I'm 40.
Well, that's an issue for in 4 years.
Because I have a battery swap coming up.
Oh.
When I'm 38 or 39. They usually do it like a year and a half before my battery dies.
Yeah.
So if the battery dies, you die, right?
I mean, in theory,
well, not necessarily, but
theory, no. I'm supposed to. But the way my pacemaker's designed, it has a lower rhythmic heart rate built into it. So if my battery does die, it'll still keep me alive to a point to get me to the hospital. Now, here's the thing. A few years ago, my battery died completely. and I was like 6 months into a dead battery.
Oh,
So awake,
jeez.
awake,
No.
awake, I was at 25 heartbeats a minute.
Oh my God.
Asleep, I went to 23. And if you didn't know, 25 beats a minute is usually counted into cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
And I was still going to work, and I was a truck driver, or
Oh, Lord.
I was a delivery driver, not a truck driver, at this point in time. So I was doing California drives while my battery was dead. And keep in mind, to be, what do they call it? Not CDL. There's a term for DOT certified. You have to have a
Yeah.
physical. And you're supposed to have a
Mhm.
physical every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Stella.
Oh, dude, I was so like just fucking mellow
Out
all
of
the fucking
it?
time.
Uh-huh.
No, I was awake. I was fully coherent. I was fully, everything. But here's the thing.
That's crazy.
I go in to do my pacemaker test because I'm like, oh yeah, I finally got health insurance. I'm gonna go do my pacemaker test. Where everything's gonna be good. I go in, they get me on the table. The nurse walks in, hooks me up to the EKG machine, and she walks out of the room. It's okay, your doctor will be in a minute. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm laying there and I'm just chilling, waiting. All of a sudden he comes in. He's like, hey Mike, how's it going? How you doing? This and that. He's a real mellow guy and talker. He's a big talker though. Like, I'm good. I'm just been tired a lot, this, that, and the other. And he was like, oh, okay, well, let's take a look. He looks at the monitor, stares at it for about 15 seconds, looks back at me, looks at the monitor, shuts the monitor, and I'm staring at him like, is there something wrong? And he's like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, fine. Why? Like, what's going on? You're freaking me out here. And he's like, have you been like fainting, having any kind of faint spells or like blackouts or, do you just feel your heart like beating weirdly or anything? I'm like, nah, I feel good. I go, I think I had one faint spell, but like I was super tired that day. I didn't get no rest the night before, which I didn't.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay. He goes, I'm going to admit you and you're going into surgery tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And I'm like, why? He goes, your battery's dead and it's been dead for 4 months. I was like, oh, okay.
That's crazy.
This is how I know where my heart rate was. So I get admitted. They hook me up to the machine because I'm dying, literally.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I'm laying on the bed. Keep in mind, this isn't a children's hospital because I'm allowed to go to the children's hospital because that's where I went most of my life. So they granted me access to the children's hospital until I'm 40. Well, now they have an adult section,
Dang.
but I have to go to Gilbert. So I go to Gilbert in order to go to the adult part of the children's hospital, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. It's only like a half hour, 45-minute drive for me. So I'm at the actual children's hospital in Phoenix. And I'm hooked up to the EKG machine. And I'm just chilling. And they're like, your heart rate's kind of low. You're kind of scaring us a little bit. And I'm like, oh, no, it's good. Like, I've been dealing with this for 4 months. Keep this in mind. So I'm totally used to it.
No.
They're like, okay, your heart rate is 25 beats per minute. We're kind of worried. So we're just going to keep an eye on you. I'm like, yeah, you're good. No worries. I'm just going to go to bed. They're like, all right, cool. It's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Finally pass out. I don't know how long I was asleep, but I'm woken up by an adrenaline shot to my chest. I don't know if you guys have ever had an adrenaline shot to your chest. It fucking hurts.
Yeah.
A lot because they have to get through the sternum. So that I get hit with an adrenaline shot. I burst awake screaming and yelling to 8 nurses, 11 trauma carts in the hallway.
God.
And the nurse is like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, in a children's hospital. What the fuck is going on? Oh my God, that fucking hurt. Holy shit. I'm screaming. And they're trying to calm me down. And I'm just like, fucking adrenaline shot to the fucking heart. You know what I mean? So I'm fucking screaming, just like, you guys are fucking, what the fuck did you do to me? Blah, blah, blah. I'm screaming. They're just like, relax. We needed to make sure you were okay, this and that. Your heart rate dropped to 23 beats per minute. We thought you were going into cardiac arrest. And I was like, I was fucking sleeping.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Again, I dealt with it for 4 months. I was totally fine. I was just asleep. Nope. The
No.
nurses woke me up with an adrenaline shot. And they're like, oh, okay, well, you can go back to sleep now. I'm not sleeping. I didn't go back to bed. It's like 8, 9 o'clock at night. I didn't go back to bed until probably 9:30 the next morning.
Yeah.
When they put me to sleep with anesthesia.
I mean, they're like, here's an adrenaline shot. Just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not how that works.
I was just like fucking traumatized. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You guys are such assholes. Like, what the fuck? We
No,
thought
ma'am.
you were dying. I'm like, no, I was sleeping. What's the matter with you?
Now I'm dying.
Now I'm dying. Oh my God. I hope I never have an adrenaline shot again because I felt my chest was on fire. I couldn't breathe. I felt like I just ran 1,000-mile marathon. I was like, holy shit. Like that fucking hurt. So yeah, ever since then, now I make sure I do my checkup because that shit fucking hurt.
Yeah.
That shit hurt like a motherfucker. So like,
As you should.
they don't charge me for like over the phone tests, so I always do my over the phone test, which I supposed to do an in-house check every 6 months. So I do 6 months a yearly, 6 months a yearly, and then they do all their overviews, and then every 3 months I'm supposed to do an at-home test, which is just over the phone.
Dumb ways to die.
I honestly,
So many dumb ways to die.
I'm not gonna argue with that
Dumb ways to die.
because I should be. How I'm still alive, I don't know. I want to thank my
Stop.
mom. I want to thank my heart and my pacemaker because
My heart? Don't thank your heart.
Yeah, my
Thank
heart,
your pacemaker.
my heart was literally- so here's the problem. So I think I may have caused more damage, obviously, because my most recent tests that I've done, I now have wobbly heart syndrome, and the right side of my heart, which is the good side of my heart, is now failing.
Well,
And my organs are really starting to take over to make sure like I don't die. So like apparently when one organ starts to die, your other organs take over to try to help compensate, which sounds weird when you talk about the heart, but like somehow that's a thing that happens apparently.
Yeah, they go in slow mode because they don't require as much blood as they.
Right.
But that also means that their function is less.
My organs are slowly starting to fail due to my wobbly heart syndrome because the right side of my heart is now failing because my left side is consistently being regulated by the pacemaker. So now instead of the heart having a normal squeeze like this, my heart's going like this. And it's causing more damage than it is harm. But there's not much we can do right now until we do the new pacemaker, which isn't due until, again, 2 or 3 years from now. So they want to do an emergency pacemaker upgrade, but we couldn't get the insurance to accept it, which is stupid if you ask me.
Lame.
Like, come on, I'm literally fucking dying and you can't give me like, oh, here's a new pacemaker. Nope, we got to make sure that you're actually dying. Here's some heart medication that we can try to do to see if you can not have the surgery. No, give me the fucking surgery. Like, just give me the gut. And that's the thing that makes me mad is like, if they put me on the new pacemaker, I won't have to take heart medication.
Yeah.
Great America.
They'd rather have me on medication instead of just giving me the pacemaker. I already told my cardiologist I'm not taking the medication.
You should come to the Netherlands, bro. We're taking in so many outlanders anyways.
They just want you to keep having to pay for the medicine.
Yeah, that's what it is. And it's like, I, first of all, don't have the money to do that anyways, because somehow I'm labeled as middle class, yet I live in the ghetto and I can barely afford all my bills.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Outlanders. Whoa. Oh shit.
Yo, I'm
can't-
sorry, but he's a foreigner to me.
I can't snooze this ad break. So y'all are getting an ad break in like 3 minutes. So
Woohoo! Ad.
Boo.
but yeah, so you know, that's basically my story if y'all are sticking around to hear it. I'm fucked up.
Woo! Me too.
And it's just getting worse. And the
Woo! Me too.
here's the messed up part. It's not even as bad as some of the heart patient friends that I have.
We're also called the three fucked up failures.
I mean,
Facts.
I can kind of agree with that. The failure part, I
Facts.
don't know, but like I can kind of agree with that.
Body failure.
Body failure, yeah. I
Yeah.
can agree with if it's a body failure. Bitch, I
Not like life.
got a college degree. You can suck my dick.
Oh, I don't.
So do I.
Oops.
Do you?
Okay, I'm the only failure here.
Yeah.
What do you got a degree in? If you don't mind me asking.
Mechanics.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a tradesman.
I'm a sailor, bro.
Are you a sailor?
I am.
Mutter.
He's has said this so many
mutter,
times. What?
mutter,
What?
mutter.
I've got my captain's
What?
papers, everything.
What?
Mutter, he's a seaman.
What?
Oh,
That makes so much sense.
He's mechanics. That's not real. I don't buy it. I'm a tradesman. I'm a certified journeyman electrician, which I shouldn't be as a fucking pacemaker heart patient.
Don't say that out loud.
Why? They can't take my license away from me.
Until they try.
They can try. They can have it. I'm not even an electrician anymore.
They can have it.
Fucking want to do that shit no more. I got suckered into it.
No, I got my captain's papers, everything.
Nice. So I was gonna go for like electrical engineer, but you needed to know too much math, and
Yeah.
I can
Oof.
barely speak English properly.
Yeah.
Math is not my strong suit.
No?
And then you have Sasula over here.
It's easy, bro. It's just a few chemicals mixed together.
And then you have Sasula over here. Oh, math is easy. I'll teach you. She still hasn't properly taught me.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom's got dyscalculation. I don't know how to pronounce it in English.
Dyscalculation.
But yeah, dyscalculy. It's like
like calculus?
yeah, it's like dyslectic,
Oh.
but
Oh,
with numbers.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I'm just retarded.
So is my mom. But
I can't. I can't. So a lot of it has to do with like the brain damage I had when I was a kid because of all the lack of blood flow and, you know, my heart pretty much failing when I was born.
And surgery.
Yeah. So like, because when I was born, okay, so when I was born, I was alive, perfectly healthy for 7 days. On the 7th day, I started turning a light shade of blue, apparently. And my grandmother, one of my grandmothers, I passed away, not on my mom's mom. She was like, you need to take him into the hospital. So they did, and that's when they found out I had a hole in my heart. So they cut me open through my back and put a rubber band around my heart. Well, I ended up having a stroke. I was paralyzed on my left side through the stroke, and I was blind. And then I had a heart attack, obviously. So I was real fucked up with the brain damage and lack of fucking oxygen to my brain. Thought I had massive brain damage. I had to take 2 different speech classes when I was younger just to relearn how to talk. And most of my motor functions on my left side of my body were gone. Well, when I turned 2 years old, they cut me open, took the rubber band off, and they put a pacemaker in. Oh, and my oh my God.
It's okay.
An
Take your time.
artery in my leg collapsed, so they had to put a balloon in my leg to expand the artery to keep the blood flow. That's how fucked up I am. I actually still have the balloon in my leg, which is why they're like, when they do the new pacemaker, they have to add a new lead. And when they do, they want to go through here, through my neck, and add the new lead that way. But because of the collapsed artery, they're not sure if they're going to go through the neck. They want to try to go through the leg, but they can't do that because I have a collapsed artery in my leg. So it's like, I may not be healthy enough for them. Oh, that's what it was. I need to have a certain health level of, I don't remember what they said, in order to go through my neck, but they may not be able to. So the last option that they're going to do is they're going to go through the side of my ribs here. Well, here, and they're going to puncture a hole through and fish the lead in that way, and then come in with a wire through my pacemaker over here on the left side and fish it over, grab it, and pull it in that way, and hopefully hook the heart when they pull it in. So
yay, knives.
yeah, that's the plan. So
Sounds epic.
I don't know how they're going to do it, but yeah, that's going to be a hard one because I'm going to be sore from that one. No matter where they go, if they go through the neck or they go through the ribs, I'm gonna.
I imagine
That one's gonna be bad. That one's gonna be really bad. And normally, though, my pacemaker surgeries don't bother me. That one's probably gonna bother me, which is again gonna happen in like another 2 to 3 years. So, I'm curious how
you
it's
got
gonna go.
this.
I'm curious how it's gonna
You
go.
got this. It'll be fine.
Which is why it may seem really dark, but I'm always like, if I make it to 60, I'm good. Because
60.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'm happy when I get as old as you.
Here's the thing. If you make it to 50, any surgeries, whether you're healthy, or let's rephrase that, at the age of 50, when you're healthy, the success rate of the surgery drops 50%.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have surgery every 15 to 20 years. Not even. It's 10 to 15 years. I'm sorry. It's roughly every 10 to 15 years. Usually my pacemakers have been lasting about 12 to 15 years. Because I've had 3 official battery swaps and 2 pacemaker swaps. So this is my second device, and I've had 3 batteries.
Dang.
So my next surgery is before 40. My next surgery will be after 50. So honestly, I don't want to be a cutting board for the rest of my life. And
This is fair.
they're like, oh, they came out with the new pacemaker. It is a direct insert into the heart. You should talk to your doctors to see if you qualify or if it's something you'd be interested in getting. So I did. I talked to my pacemaker doctor, and he's like, nope. And I'm like, what do you mean no? He goes, nope. He goes, you will not be doing that. He goes,
Why?
First of all, it's still an experiment.
And
Yeah. The only ones they're doing it to are infants and elderly.
That's messed up.
So the middle-aged are not getting them right now. There are a few emergency cases that, people my age have actually got them. And yes, it's more movement. You don't feel the pacemaker. Like I feel the pacemaker when it gets hot. I can feel my pacemaker in my chest. When I try to stretch my arm like to the left or to my right, I can feel the pacemaker moving in my chest on all the excess scar tissue and stuff. So
yeah.
I won't have any of that. There's no access leads in your body or anything because the pacemaker, it's like a little bullet. It goes inside of the heart, and then as it goes in, these prongs stick out this way, and as they pull it back, it hooks into the heart. They slide it right into the ventricle, and they hook it in, and then they release it, and then it's like a fish hook basically, except a 4-pronged fish hook. And it works because it's directly in the heart. There's, you don't have to worry about access hardware or anything like that. Here's the downside. They're permanent. They can never remove them. And they have to make sure the battery life is long enough to where, you don't have a bunch of these fucking pacemakers inside of your heart. But they're like super, super small. They're real tiny. So that is a good thing because they use a microscopic tube to insert it into your heart.
Interesting.
So, obviously, you can't like overfill yourself with them because actually those batteries last longer than like hard devices like mine. But he was like, "Yeah, no, you're not ever gonna get those. You'll probably never get those. So just drop it." I was like, "Okay."
Messed up. God.
I was just thinking about the ease of life because I'm getting older and I kind of need my mobility more than ever right now. And he's just like, "Yeah, no, forget it. You're never getting it." He goes,
Jeez.
"I won't allow it." And I was like, "Okay, I guess." So
Sure, why not?
yeah, it is what it is. I'm not gonna question him. He's the professional, So
Still a little rude though.
I mean, I thought it was a cool idea at first until he started explaining to me some of the downsides of it, and I was just like, nah,
Not worth it.
yeah, it's really not.
Eh.
Really not, especially for someone my age. So, and like, I think it's because the middle-aged guys like me are more, what's the word? They don't want to ruin the health to the point to where we are, where children, this sounds fucked up, but it's true. Infants are strong enough to recover from the damage.
Yeah.
And elderly, well, I mean, they're elderly, so if something happens, unfortunately,
Yeah.
it is.
The alt meat has to go first.
I mean, in
Yeah.
my mind, that's what comes to mind when they put all this together. You know what I mean? It's time for me to work.
Yeah.
It's time for work. My alarm went off for work.
Oh. That's good. Oh, mine's about to go off too.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, at the end of the day, I was okay with it. It didn't bother me. I was like, all right, whatever. He's like, we're going to upgrade you to a 3-lead system. You're not going to have any issues. I'm like, all right, dope. 2.
What? Your guys ain't working today, are you?
No.
I am.
Do you got to go to work right now? Mom?
What?
No, later.
Okay. I was
No.
like,
Go sleep, darling.
Yeah, it's 4:30. Let's go ahead and end it. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming in and hanging out with us. The people that are still here, thank you so much. Jigoku, thank you for the raid. I love your face. You're probably not here anymore if you're not lurking because we did crash after you raided or before. Yeah, after you raided. So you're probably
yes.
not here, but on the hopes that you are, thank you for the raid. I love you so much. You're amazing. I will be hitting you up soon, very, very soon. Remember, guys, I will not be here next weekend due to stream break. So that way,
Me neither.
Done. Yeah, Mutter won't be here, obviously, unless somehow she drives down here and takes over my stream, which I'd be okay with that. I'd totally be okay with that. Just
You'd
saying.
let me sit in your chair?
Yes, I hate this chair. It's uncomfortable.
Can I bring my own
You
chair?
can bring your own chair.
Bro,
I don't really like my chair.
I love my chair.
I liked it at first, but like the way it makes me sit is like it makes me feel like I'm like sitting like that, like hunched forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sit on it
because you are.
when you sit on it long enough, like it's the seat is kind of angled backwards like that. So I feel like I'm being folded in half. And TMI, but I don't have an ass, so like I'm sitting on my back now. I'm really sitting on my back, so it's very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. And people could say, "Oh, just get a pillow." No, it don't.
I was
like
just
that.
gonna say that.
I've tried. It
Yeah.
don't work like that. It makes me sit higher, and it's just more uncomfortable.
And your
So-
legs swing off the ground.
My legs are already swinging off the ground, and that's another thing. The way the chair makes me feel like I'm sitting like that. Good night, Bender. See you next time. But
Good
since my
night.
chair's making me sit like that, my legs are like pulled up, and it's just very
Good night,
uncomfortable.
homie.
Very uncomfortable. But yeah, so remember, guys, I will not be here next weekend.
Swinging legs is crazy.
I mean, I'm swinging my legs right now. Shit, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Bender.
I just sit crisscross applesauce.
Do you really? I can't do that because of the surgery.
What?
Because of the surgery on my foot, I can't sit like that anymore.
I sit like that at all times, and then my legs go numb, and I gotta get up and move, and it's fine.
Yeah, my ankle's not fused. There's certain parts of my ankle that's fused, so I can't bend it certain ways, or else it really hurts. So
I also have like little to no feeling in my legs, so
that is true.
there's that.
That is true. And then she's like, "Oh,
I'm able to
hey,
do
look,
that.
my legs are numb. I should probably get up." She's poking them the whole time.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. No, it's just when I can't feel like my toes mostly is when I'm like, oh, that's a problem.
Yep, gotta get up.
Yep.
Anyway,
Gotta move.
Mutter needs to go to bed, guys. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you have a morning, whatever you want to call this.
Purple
morning.
too.
I hope you guys have a
Weekend.
wonderful rest of your weekend. Have a wonderful Sunday. Get some rest, sleep in, do what you got to do.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler. Yes, Merry Chrysler. Oh,
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful time with their families. Enjoy the Christmas and the New Year's and all that.
Santa!
And yeah. Oh yeah, happy holidays. Oh God, you're one of those, Bender. I'm just kidding.
It's okay, I am too. I didn't know. My mom told me.
Are you say happy holidays too? I don't say happy holidays. I say Merry
No, I just say I hate Christmas.
I say Merry
Me too.
Christmas and then New Year's comes and I'm like, okay, Merry Christmas or Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Unless I'm no, I'm not gonna see them, then I'm like, hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Like I don't say happy holidays. I refuse.
You're just gonna say Merry Christmas for every holiday.
Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Hey, it's Halloween. Merry Christmas.
Hey, it's Easter. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Anyway.
And then Christmas comes around, he's like, Happy Easter.
If I don't do this, we're not gonna do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch the screen.
Gee.
Yeah, seriously. All right, guys. Once again, have a wonderful weekend. Once again, I will not be here next weekend. Stream break. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. I love you all very much. Celebrate with your families. All that good shit.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. What Mutter said.
Yeah.
What Mutter said. I'm tired and you almost got me to say it. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, guys, and we'll see you in January.
I hate these guys.
Yeah.
I love you all. Well, I'll see you all later. I'm muting these fuckers before they start talking again. Good night. Good night. Love you. Bye. Too late. I muted you.